This week, we're in Wiltshire and Windsor, catching up with two couples who both had very particular ideas of their dream home.
I'm looking for a bigger house than England probably has to offer.
I want a place that you really feel like it's a home, and you walk in and give you a big warm hug.
But sometimes harsh reality can bring those dreams crashing to the ground.
It's a real letdown. I'm quite bummed.
This house does feel a little bit too big.
Both couples had a tricky search that would require some good, solid teamwork.
So did we manage to find those dream houses? Or are they still looking for that special place to call home?
What's next? Maybe it's move to the US? Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Malcolm would quite like to live on a boat.
I'd quite like to live on a boat one day.
This week, we're back revisiting two couples who both had their heads in the clouds when it came to choosing their dream homes. 4 years ago, Paul Lawrence and his stateside bride Alyssa were looking for American home comfort in an English home county. While last year, nomadic pair Malcolm Shipp and Jenny Dalton were desperate to settle down. Paul and Alyssa had their hearts set around upmarket Windsor, while further west, Malcolm and Jenny were hoping for the perfect village life in Wiltshire. Malcolm and Jenny felt it was finally time to put down some roots.
Been together 7 years. We rented a house for a short while. We then went overseas for a couple of years and lived in India. And now is the time for us to find our own house rather than dotting in somebody else's house or living out of a suitcase.
They currently live in Chipping Sodbury, in a house Malcolm inherited from his father, but it just doesn't feel like home.
I know that I don't want to just live in a house that's a place that you just live and that's all you do. I want a place that you really feel like it's a home, and you walk in and give you a big warm hug.
So they're on the hunt for a rural idyll within spitting distance of Trowbridge, which is where call centre manager Jenny works. And it's close to the place Malcolm's folk band practices. And the place he sells Indian curios. And the place he does his paramotoring. The wind was knocked out of their search 4 months ago when their offer on a dream property came crashing down. Since then, they've only been looking at houses on the internet.
But in all honesty, out of the probably 100 that I've looked at on the internet, I've probably dismissed about 95% of them purely on the front photograph of what I see.
Take it from me, you can't find a house sitting on the sofa.
The good news is that with the sale of their home and a small mortgage, they'll have a decent budget of 240 grand.
It would be great to be mortgage-free.
I'm prepared to go and pay that bit extra for the
Jen's
right
prepared
house.
to go a bit extra to the right house, and so I'll go along with it.
It's time for me to restore some karma.
You are looking for something with character and soul and all of that stuff. That is a problem at your budget. Now, at any budget you have to compromise. I've worked with people who've got £5 million budgets and they're compromising.
And compromising is particularly tough when you've already fallen for one house and had the rug pulled out from under you.
So, how many things have you seen since that?
None.
None?
None.
You're telling me that you haven't been into a single house since the house that you loved and lost?
Correct.
Great.
I've looked at hundreds on the internet.
Great.
Malcolm and Jenny's dream home needs just 2 bedrooms. But they also want a home for their 2 cars. Most of all, they want the house to hug them. They've got £240,000 to spend. And they're certainly clear on where they want it. Any village or small town near Trowbridge.
In Windsor, IT manager Paul Lawrence was looking to carry American bride Alyssa over the threshold of their first home.
After a whirlwind transatlantic romance, she moved to the UK to be with Paul. But their 3-month house hunt was proving to be something of a culture shock.
I'm looking for a bigger house than England probably has to offer. You know, for 300 grand in the States, I would get, you know, a massive 4-bed house. I'd probably have 3 bathrooms, you know, a huge, probably an acre of land.
It was a case of super-sized expectations. Across the pond, you get twice the square footage for your money, but £300,000 is unlikely to buy them an American-style ranch round here.
I think that if he had married a nice English girl, he would have had a house by now.
If she's happy, I am generally happy. So, you know, that's how I look at it.
I could see that if we didn't get this one right, Alyssa might hightail it back to the US.
So this is home, albeit a rented home, but not for much longer with any luck. I hear you've been out looking, but...
Basically now we've rented, I think, for long enough. I'm onto our own space, really.
OK. But I have to say I'm slightly worried that you've looked at 20, 25 properties and haven't seen anything. What's been going wrong?
It's such a big decision, and it is our first house together that we were just waiting for the perfect house.
It's quite clear if she likes it or hates it, basically.
There will be compromises and there will be difficult decisions. That's house hunting in this neck of the woods. Well, let's talk about the sort of specifics of the house that you want.
You know, we prefer a 3-bed, of course.
What do you need out of a neighbourhood?
I want a nice neighbourhood. I want a neighbourhood where people tend to take care of their properties. A better way to say it is that's the one thing I can't compromise on.
We are slightly looking for an American house in England.
Yeah.
Within striking distance of Windsor for under 300 grand.
Yeah.
House, 3 bedrooms.
Am I delusional?
I'm feeling great. Oh, I'm wrong place.
I'd run out of that door and keep going if I were you, Phil. These guys are after a lot for their 300k budget.
They want a 3-bedroom house with enough American-style space to start a family.
It's got to be in a decent neighbourhood.
Within commuting distance of Windsor. A tall order in this neck of the woods. In Wiltshire, Kirstie was determined to find the perfect house for Jenny and Malcolm.
This first property we're going to may teach Jenny and Malcolm a valuable lesson. They've already rejected it after viewing it online. I want to show them where they've been going wrong. They were after off-street parking, which supposedly this property doesn't have.
But they wanted charm, character and a house that hugs them. And this 17th century cottage in Seend, 7 miles east of Trowbridge, has big warm arms to throw around them. There are 2 bedrooms and it's been advertised at just under 230 grand. That's 10 grand under budget.
This house is the first example of where I think you've been going wrong on your search.
OK.
Because I happen to know that you've rejected this house on the internet because of its lack of parking. And further study of its circumstance reveals that it does have parking for 2 cars. What are you feeling?
We actually did drive down here when it was completely packed all the way down
but
here.
It probably had the car of the owner.
Yeah, quite probably, yeah.
Okie doke. Let's have a look.
So the parking is partly out on the street, partly in front of the house. But if that's ever full, you can use the car park at the end of the lane. See what you find out when you ask?
The house has 2 reception rooms, one of which is already set up as a music room for Malcolm's folk band. It's got 2 bedrooms and even has an old well in the kitchen. How's that for a period feature?
There we are. Come on in, boys and girls. So it's 2 tiny little cottages knocked together.
You hit your head on the beams.
I like quirkiness. I like used to have the little glass thing in the window. I love that.
Oh, it's lovely. So this first viewing.
First impression's good. First impression's good, yeah.
And then this is the kitchen.
Wow. It's actually quite a big kitchen.
Oh,
It is quite a big kitchen for houses of this date, of this size, and just that is the well. They discovered it when they were doing work. It's the original well. And they've just made a feature of it.
Fantastic.
I've said it before. The internet is a limited tool for house hunting. It's a very, very limited tool.
We wouldn't have looked for this, would we? I don't think we wouldn't have looked for this, but it's just now you see it. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's all very rustic. It's got that huggable.
But
put its arms around you and.
Often I show people houses like this, and they're like, But clearly, you totally
I love it.
get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what's coming here. Not the old happy dance.
Early bathroom, as Phil Spencer always says.
This is a perfect happy dance situation. They wanted character, and this house is full of it. Everywhere you look, there's something special.
What do you reckon?
I'm actually quite surprised how nice the place is, and probably a bit shocked that we dismissed it.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit daft for kind of.
Oh, no, don't be silly. It happens
driving
all the
past and
time. No, I
not
mean,
so-
you know, it happens all the time.
I think they've learnt their lesson, but But this place doesn't give them all the space they're after. Yes, they want the house that hugs them, but now we need a bigger house with just as tight an embrace.
In Windsor, I wanted to test if Alyssa would be true to her word. She said that a smart location was the only thing that couldn't be compromised on. And one of the smartest in the area was Sunningdale, about 20 minutes south of Windsor. Well, this is what we're coming to see here.
Oh, okay. It looks quite small, and it's right on the road. I'm not a huge fan, but I wouldn't walk away without going inside of this one.
Not a great reaction. This place has got 2 reception rooms, 2 bedrooms and a modern kitchen overlooking the garden. It's not the all-American dream, but this is the United Kingdom. And at just under 300,000, it's a rare enough find in this postcode. This is in an absolutely prime location, but because it's a prime location, we've had to compromise on space.
It's tiny.
It's only got 2 bedrooms.
It's not so much that it's a 2-bed, it's just that it's really small.
Looks like the test is working. Those American-sized expectations are starting to show themselves. This is the master room.
Okay.
Alyssa, you look fairly miserable.
No, I'm not. The room is fine.
Not the house.
Oh, it's not for us, I don't think.
So the strength of the location doesn't mean you'll compromise on the space, which is kind of one of the first things that you said to me, that you might.
I just feel like this is really small.
It is small.
I think this is...
It is small. So are we ruling it out?
Yes, definitely, I think so, yeah.
So it's not all just about the location, is it? I think I better try a new tag.
We've got our fingers crossed that Alyssa and Paul will be a tiny bit more enthusiastic about our next property.
It's in Binfield, a modern housing development 10 miles west of Windsor, extremely popular with young professionals and families. How about this as a location, as a community?
I'm happy.
Yeah, looks nice.
I quite like it. Yeah, this is my kind of neighbourhood. Definitely, this is what I'm talking about.
A bit more of a newer look to it, I suppose, yeah.
Newer houses, which we all know I love.
Yeah. It's 13 years old, so you're still getting a modern house, but you're not actually paying what effectively would be a premium for a brand new one.
Mm-hmm. No, I love it. So far, so good. Definitely.
Okay, excellent.
I'm liking their reaction. They wanted more space, and this house delivers. The owners cleverly converted the space above the garage, so it comes with 3 double bedrooms. You get more for your money around here. This one comes in an impressive $25,000 under budget. Now, it's not actually that much bigger than where we've just come from, but the layout's that much more suited to what you're trying to achieve.
Definitely. 100 times better.
Yeah, you can definitely see that straight away. Like, it's obvious where things go a bit more. You can sort of see the room a bit better, so...
I like it.
Well, why don't you girls go upstairs? Paul and I'll look out the back.
Excellent.
Great.
So far, so good. But could it replace the American mansion Alyssa was hoping for?
So I've been to your home country,
Okay.
the US of A, and they have big houses.
Huge.
Why aren't you taking Paul back to America with you?
Because we're quite happy, we're quite settled here. It's just a different lifestyle, and I just have to adjust to it. You know, we're happy here, and I'm happy to try and fit in.
Now, the kitchen, I think you probably would want to modernise a bit, Paul. This is where the house kind of looks as though it's 13 years old.
Definitely. I think, like, Alyssa would probably have a definite issue with, like, the current kitchen, and also, like, the counter space looks quite limited. Mm-hmm. So this would be probably one of the things she'd have concerns with as well.
So you're slightly easier going than she is?
I'd say so, probably, yeah. Well, definitely, if she likes it, I know I'll like it.
All right, fine. Well, you better go and see what your wife thinks.
OK, cheers.
Well, at least we know where to concentrate our efforts now.
Huh.
Wow,
So this
cool.
is the room above the garage.
Yeah, that's very nice again, because there's lots of space again upstairs. It's really good.
This is going well. Pleased?
Well, I'm just a spectator, not my search.
No, you've done well. You've softened them up, a few body blows.
Is that how you see me?
No, you're all right.
Is that how
No,
you see
it's
me, the
not.
sort of attack
It's not,
dog,
it's not.
which is going to
I'm
make your
sorry.
life easier?
I'm sorry,
Oh.
I didn't mean that.
Maybe the kitchen and...
Oh, the kitchen's really small. No separate dining space either.
You coming, guys? We're here.
Hi.
Phil was just abusing me. I needed an ally.
Yeah.
No, essentially, the rooms upstairs are nice.
Perfect.
Downstairs is a bit more of the slight issues.
I don't like the kitchen at all.
No.
I have a big issue with the kitchen.
What's it to be? Marks out of 10.
I'd say 6.
Oh, not good.
Not good at all. That'll take Phil down a couple of pegs.
In Wiltshire, things were going a little better for Kirstie.
Malcolm and Jenny were charmed by the first house I showed them. But now it's time to think practically. Their search criteria included off-street parking and plenty of storage space, and this second property really delivers. There are 4 bedrooms, a sitting room, and a huge kitchen. Unsurprisingly, all this costs a little more. It's on the market at almost £260,000, but we're confident we can get it for closer to our budget of £240,000.
In you come.
Wow.
That is a huge kitchen.
That's a big kitchen.
It's a big kitchen, and then the bathroom is upstairs with 4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms?
4 bedrooms?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
This is pushing you to the ends of your budget. You would ask me, why would you do that? And I would say, to give you those things. The huge kitchen, the parking, the large garden, and at the top end of your budget, this is the best.
Right.
You could choose this house thinking with your head and your heart. It's got bags of charm and loads of space.
Wow. Look at the brick fireplace.
So, what have we got?
One lovely, characterful house which they already adored. Another huge, characterful house which they could afford if they wanted to. I'm just waiting for the bomb to drop. It can't be this easy. It's never this easy. The only reason I'm not actually putting my feet up on this bed and having 40 winks is because these boots are impossible to get on and off.
This place has ticked every box that we asked for, but then you look at it again and you think, well, actually, do we need all those things?
This house does feel a little bit too big.
Yeah.
Oh dear, Kirstie. Better keep those boots on.
What are your thoughts at the end of the day?
The space, I think,
Do
in
we
this
need all that
house.
space for 2 people? Does it become more of a challenge to fill that space, more to keep that space clean and tidy? And will we be paying more on a mortgage for space that we're not actually using for much of the time?
At least Kirstie had some irons in the fire, which is more than I had in Windsor. We've come to see a property on a brand spanking new development. It may be a building site now, but eventually there'll be 1,300 new houses here. This 3-bed semi-detached house has a big lounge, but unfortunately only a kitchen diner. It's got that nice simple look that they like so much, and it's priced competitively at $12,000 under their $300,000 budget. In we come. Now there's a downstairs loo in there. Right. This is the living room. So it's a blank canvas. It's going to be very neutral. You can decorate it as you see fit. Put your own carpets or wooden floor or whatever you like. And the kitchen, kind of, you still need a bit of imagination, but you get the sense of how things are going to look.
It's quite small, and I can see that it's that same issue of that would be our dining room right there, wouldn't it?
I was trying to picture a sort of dining space separate, you know.
I'm not.
No.
I'm
Is
not.
it just the dining area, really, I suppose?
It's the fact that you don't get a proper dining area at all. It's a real letdown. I'm quite bummed.
Wow. In the immortal words of Kirstie, that is old-fashioned picky. It's not just fussy, it's plain picky. There's nothing wrong with that kitchen whatsoever. This is a perfectly good and decent house that's in budget on a modern estate. It's exactly what they wanted.
I'm not happy.
You look a little bit depressed, as though it's
I'm so disappointed.
You're still looking a bit miserable.
I'm feeling a bit miserable.
Come on. It's a good house.
It's a tiny house. It makes me angry, this house. It makes me feel angry. I want to knock down walls. I want to move. I want to take out the ensuite. I want to do so many things to it, and I just don't understand it. I guess I don't understand this country because I don't understand this house at all.
I can deal with them hating a kitchen, even having a problem with the house. But it's the first time anyone's rejected the whole country.
Paul and Alyssa have seen 3 properties so far, and she's hated them all. time for reinforcements. This time we found the perfect property for them. It's in Warfield, a choice development to the north of Bracknell.
Great house.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, there's a lot riding on it, so they need to like it, because there's absolutely zip else that they'd like.
But never fear, Kirstie's here.
Never fear, Kirstie is here. This is going to be good.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
I gather things haven't gone so well since I was last with you.
We haven't been doing great so far.
Not brilliant, definitely.
Yeah.
That was a polite way of saying that Phil's not been doing great. But thank you, Phil.
There's an extra help, no.
But this is a gem.
It is brand new on the market, and we are the first people to see it.
Okay.
We're there. Come on.
Okay, let's see it.
Arranged over 3 floors, this tasty townhouse is the biggest property so far. It's got great living space, a high-spec kitchen and 3 stunning bedrooms. To get them more room, we've had to ram-raid their £300,000 budget. This one comes in just shy of 310. Now, the first bit of exciting news in this house is that we've got a dining room.
Separate dining room.
That's what we're talking about, yeah.
I like it. Okay, shall we see
Good
some more?
start.
Brilliant. Okay.
There's positive
great.
smiles.
Yeah, big positive smiles.
Good news.
And then we come into the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Nice kitchen.
Very light.
The
Very
words that I was hoping for so
I
much.
like it. It's a nice big kitchen.
spacious. Nice space.
Lots
and
of counter space.
The house is 6 years old. It's had 2 owners, so it is still modern and contemporary.
it still feels new, which we like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, up on the first floor, you've got the 3rd bedroom and what is the lovely lounge.
Wow. Wow. This is big.
It's the kind of space we've been looking for, isn't it?
Holy
It
moly.
is good, isn't it?
This is a very nice room.
Very nice one.
By all means.
And it looks over the park. What's going through your mind, Paul? Your wife looks happy.
Yeah,
That's one of the important things around here.
Definitely. I think it looks really good so far, and this is clearly like happy, which helps.
So up on the top floor, you've got child's bedroom, bathroom, master room, ensuite bathroom. In my opinion, like, the house works on lots of different levels because it's flexible. It's something that you can grow into.
Yeah, so far so good.
If Alyssa's happy, then we're happy. But at £310,000, the asking price could still be a sticking point.
There's a big smile.
Yeah.
That's what we
I'm
wanted.
Happy.
Yeah?
I'm happy. I do. I really like it. Couldn't ask for much more.
Well,
You could. It could be a bit cheaper.
that's the only thing, yes.
That is our one concern.
Yeah.
We will have to talk about the price because we definitely couldn't afford to pay a cent over what they're asking for. So that's definitely a concern. But as far as what the house is, we're happy with the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will do.
Lucky I enjoy a good haggle.
Jenny and Malcolm are looking for the house that hugs them, and they're still feeling the warm embrace of the first place I showed them.
Wow! But they do want to be mortgage-free, and we might just get this place for close to the 200 grand they have in equity.
It's a 3-bed period semi in the small town of Melksham, priced at £210,000.
Time to think with the head, not the heart. Come and have a look at this, Malcolm. So, back on the ground floor, right, living room, is the kind of the way these Georgian houses are designed. It's quite a sort of grander Georgian house that's shrunk. I'm very conscious of the fact that you would have preferred to be in a village. This is on the edge of town, but it's mortgage-free, or 210.
Yeah.
You know, gives you that opportunity.
Mortgage-free is obviously an attraction, but it hasn't grabbed me yet. And we've always said all along we want that house that just grabs you the moment you set foot in it, or even see it from the outside.
Yeah, I heard you wanted to be hugged by a house.
Hugs, yeah.
It's a very romantic
It
thing
is.
to say.
The house that you look forward to go to the path and come in, and it just kind of puts its warm arms around you and gives you a hug. But you know what I mean. I described that, and you know what I mean, I think.
This is all getting a bit touchy-feely for me.
Well, if it's all about the hug, we better get back to the loving embrace of house number 1.
You've got this wrapped.
I know.
You've got absolutely wrapped.
I know. I know.
In one house.
I know.
I'm extremely jealous.
I know. I know, I'm very clever.
No, I wouldn't go quite so far. Slightly lucky.
Why would you not go so far
but
as
you
to say,
pulled it
yes,
off.
you're very clever?
Because
I just redirected them. I rebooted them. I said, don't reject these properties. You haven't seen them properly.
well, you bang on.
Yeah.
Further east, Alyssa and Paul were keen to see the house in Bracknell again, despite its potential to stretch their budget beyond breaking.
Now, whilst as first-time buyers, I think it's always nice to be able to add value to a home, and I don't think you can here. You can at least move straight in without spending any further money. Decoration, I think, is good.
Yeah, it's definitely livable right now. We know we could just move in, enjoy it, live here right now.
Having 3 levels really works, and to be honest, it's the only way we were ever going to get them the space they needed in a modern development.
Right up to the top. You've got a big house to climb now. You've still got 4 years left on the NHBC guarantee.
Does that just mean, like, major sort of...
Major structural defects are covered.
Okay.
Paul?
Good, excited. I like it more second time round, really. It's good, like, the kitchen space downstairs.
I'm just, I'm really scared. I don't want to fall in love and lose it, so I'm just keeping my emotions intact until then.
Have a look round, take your time, try and picture yourselves and all your stuff in here.
It's just a matter of, can we afford the house?
Yeah, we can, like, nitpick at things, but to be honest, it just comes down to the price and also the fact we can't get into a bidding war because this is top budget, so...
Yeah, definitely.
It's being marketed at nearly 10 grand over their maximum £300,000 budget. And Paul and Alyssa are worried about overstretching themselves.
I mean, my gut is to start as low as we possibly can.
My advice is that we open proceedings with an offer at 295.
OK.
OK, so we start at 295 then?
If you're happy with that.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's go.
Paul, it's Phil Spencer. Hi. We've just had a very interesting conversation, and I'm pleased to say that they do like the property. They like the property very much indeed. But I'm afraid the price doesn't stack up by some distance. The offer that they've asked me to put in is for $295,000. I believe it's a fair and good offer, and it comes from 2 very genuine buyers. Many thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks, Paul. Speak to you later. Bye. It's a waiting game, I'm afraid. He's going to ring the vendors straight away.
OK.
And they're not left waiting long.
Hello? Hi, Paul. Hi. Firmly rejected. Thanks, Paul. Bye. The vendors have been out looking at properties themselves and haven't found anything that is remotely interesting. They're saying that they feel very negative about the market, but yet they're demanding full asking price.
Where does that leave us? Exactly.
What do we do from here?
Nowhere.
I think we should just leave it on the table, as is. It's a good offer.
But before we were even given the option of negotiating further, we were informed the vendor had withdrawn their property from the market. The only thing to do was go straight back to the drawing board. In Wiltshire, Jenny and Malcolm seemed charmed by the first house Kirstie showed, and I can't wait to take them back there and see what all the fuss is about.
It's very pretty.
It's wonderful.
What are you here to do today, Malcolm?
Well, the other day when we saw it was all a bit rushed and a bit kind of exciting, wasn't it? And just focusing on all the character and the features of the place. Today, though, we're going to look more at the practicalities, where you'll put the vacuum cleaner and where you'll keep all your little bits and pieces and where everything will fit.
That's exactly what second viewings are about. How are you feeling about it, Jenny?
I'm quite excited.
Well, I'm dying to have a look.
Yeah?
Let's go in.
Let's go.
It's a bit like kind of walking back in time coming in here, isn't it? I mean, this is lovely. I really like the house. But after 6 months or so, whether it would become a bit of a pain.
In what respect?
Not having some of the bits and mod cons and storage facilities that you might have wanted. But in place, you're getting an awful lot of character and interest.
And I think at the moment, the space of this house is comparable to what we already live in, and I think that this place could very much equal it, but offer a load more charm and value at the same time as well.
Yeah.
I'd say that's 1 vote cast for this house. What about Malcolm?
But you're quite romantic about properties.
I am, yeah. It's got that huggability, and there's the musical connection. You know, this guy's a songwriter. I'm a songwriter, and it's just almost like there was something meant to be, if that's possible to be that romantic.
Ah, bless. Heartfelt house hunting.
My work here is done. I think it's absolutely fantastic. In fact, it's quite so fantastic. It's due for a fanfare, I think. If I could still play it, that would help.
Over in Berkshire, the search continues with Alyssa and Paul. After losing out on the townhouse, we had to find them another property gem. So we showed them a 3-bed in Binfield, 11 miles from Windsor. It didn't make the shortlist, as we thought it would be too small. But it seems you can't spend a week with us without learning to compromise.
And we couldn't get the perfect house, there had to be sacrifices along the way.
They loved the house, submitted an offer, and 2 weeks later, it was theirs.
I started to realize, okay, this is what we're going to get for our money, and I think that this is the best that we could have gotten for our money.
And it's a great investment. For just under £287,000, Alyssa and Paul have bought themselves a garden, that oh-so-important dining space, and 3 bedrooms.
Perfect for new arrivals, maybe.
He calls the 3rd bedroom the nursery already, so...
You know what to call it, but no, yeah.
So I think this is definitely a family home. This is definitely where we'll start a family.
In Windsor, they were talking about increasing numbers, and in Wiltshire, I'm trying to knock the digits down.
It's on the market at 229,950. It's a difficult property to accurately value, simply because of the lack of comparisons. It is a unique, special home.
I think that one's a little bit overpriced. Love it that we do. This is the bit where the head comes in and overrules the heart, if you like. This is where we have to be sensible.
How about this then? We go in at 216, because they might just come back to us and say, get 222, and we might do a deal at 220, and that would be a huge result.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do it.
Jenny and Malcolm would love to live mortgage-free, so the house, advertised at almost 230 grand, needs to come in closer to 200.
Lewis, it's Phil Spencer. Hello. Yeah, good, thank you. We've just had a conversation about the whys and wherefores of that property. It is difficult to justify the price, lack of comparables, where the market is at the moment. So the offer, and it's the best that we can do, I'm afraid, it's 216,000. I appreciate that is a little lower than perhaps you or your clients might have been hoping for. But as I say, it is made with very genuine intent, given the condition of the property, condition of the market, their ability to perform and to get the deal done quickly have all been taken into account. Can I leave that with you to gauge reaction your end? Bye. Yeah, he didn't sound particularly impressed. That's your fault.
Not the most promising of starts, Phil.
Hi, Lewis. Hi. Yeah, good. How'd you get on? Okay. Okay. Let me come back to you in a few moments. Thanks, Lewis. Bye. They are looking for something much closer to their asking price, you know, standard stuff. Low 220s. Low, mid 220s. They want to do business.
220?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not going above 220. So do we go back straight in with that as absolute final?
I think we do.
Okay.
Go for it.
Hi, Lewis. Malcolm and Jenny have been looking for a property for a long time, so they don't want this to drag out any further than absolutely necessary. Equally, they have a financial ceiling, and they've now been very clear on what that is for this property. It's 220,000. Okay. Thanks, Lewis. Good luck. Bye. He was sounding a little bit more brighter. A little bit brighter. A little bit happier.
Well, I think if he knows that that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Don't worry about it. We're going to sort it. 220 is the price.
You think? That's a whopping 10 grand under the asking price.
Hi, Lewis. What news? Yeah. Yeah, super stuff. We'll go from there. Thanks. It's yours.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
God, that conversation went on such a long time. I was like, what's he talking about?
I thought I'd turn away then. I thought.
You got a house that hugs you now, lovey?
Yes, we've got a house that hugs us.
Terrific.
Well, you're crying.
Yeah, a little tears. Yeah, it's like, ooh, that's happened.
Top work, Pip.
Over in Binfield, near Windsor, it was time to see how our Anglo-American duo were faring.
Alyssa and Paul have been in their new home for a year and a half now. I wonder how our super fussy couple are getting on.
With the house coming in way under budget, Paul and Alyssa had an extra 13 grand to turn it into their home. They've splashed out on new furniture, new flooring and a modern kitchen and bathroom, all within the first 6 months of moving in.
Finally having our own home as a married couple is just amazing. To me, we've rented, we've never had a home together. And I know it costs more, but it's nice to be able to decorate as we have. You know, we made the kitchen exactly as we want it and the bathroom exactly as we want it. And we've never had that before. And I think, you know, it's amazing to be able to do that, and I love it for that fact.
And just as Paul hoped, the third bedroom is about to become a nursery.
We're now expecting a little one in early July, so that's exciting. We've got a little summer baby on the way, and so that leads to more improvements, obviously. We've got the nursery going at the moment.
It may not be quite the American dream, but it's not far off. And for the moment, it looks like Alyssa, Paul and family are here to stay.
2 years later, Alyssa and Paul's lives have changed massively with the arrival of their little boy, Aidan.
It's very exciting being a dad. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun to be around. Every day's different, so that it keeps you on your toes, so...
Yeah, he's great.
Alyssa and Paul started this search looking for a future family home with enough space for everyone. Now Aidan's come along, it seems the house really is family-friendly.
The house itself has been really good for having a child. It's got like a nice sized nursery.
We make use of the storage by making good use of the garage. Paul's pretty good at packing and organising things so that we have more room.
And plus we've got like what we did have as a study is now like a playroom.
It's his area. He can get messy. It's fine. The rest of the house can still stay tidy like I like it.
Alyssa does like things how she likes them, and one thing she really likes is a nice neighbourhood. Thankfully, this area passes muster.
We've got like a quiet cul-de-sac, so there's not like a passing traffic.
And we've got a park down the lane. It's very green around here. There's lots of places to walk.
I couldn't have asked for more really. The location of sort of the house for him. It's been very good.
But all this is a long way from the American scale house Alyssa had set out to find in the home counties.
We've just kind of got our own version of the American dream, just on a slightly smaller scale maybe, but we have everything that we need. We've got a nice house with a nice garden and a kid. And I think I've been able to adapt over time, you know, what I thought I wanted and what I'm actually quite happy with.
It's great to see Alyssa embracing the British way of life, but have the family settled on this side of the pond for good.
I think we're sort of trying to think, the next step forward, I suppose, is what we're doing really.
Yeah.
It's like the main thing at the moment.
What's next?
Up to now, it's been fun so far.
Maybe it's a baby, maybe it's a dog, maybe it's moved to the US. If Phil would like to come with us to help us look for a house, we would love to.
We need more help over there. It's a bit of a bigger country.
Yeah,
so
exactly, exactly.
What a great idea. Thank you very much. It's fantastic to see that it's game, set and match for this young family. It just goes to show a little flexibility and adaptability goes an awfully long way. In Wiltshire, our nomadic travellers have also been settled in their house for almost a year.
I've come back to catch up with Malcolm and Jenny and find out how they got on with their huggable house.
Hi, you two. Hi, nice to see you both.
Good to see you.
How you doing?
Welcome back.
Nice to be here.
Yeah,
Come on
great.
in.
Come on in.
All
Have a look.
well?
Watch your head.
They were after a house that would hug them, and with a few personal touches of their own, they could feel it wrapping them up in its warm embrace. It does have a lovely, lovely feeling, this house. Does it still give you a hug?
Absolutely.
Of course it does, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very happy here.
The guys were keen for the community to hug them as well. Village life, of course, was something that you were quite focused on getting amongst.
Yeah.
Have you managed to do that?
Completely immersed ourselves in it. We go to lots. There's so much goes on in the village, in the village hall. We go to lots of things there. We've got the quiz nights and various food and drinks night, the panto.
There's a really nice community here. Like when you go to the shop on a Sunday to get a newspaper, people just say hello. There's people out walking their dogs. Every visitor that we've had here, we've quite often taken them on a walk through the back of the church, and you just get to meet people, and people are just very sociable and nice.
I run my own acoustic music club since last September, and that's become really popular, and it's really fun.
That is exceptional, because so many people talk about village life, but don't actually contribute and get amongst it. This move was all about putting down roots, which is exactly what they are doing. And they're not just growing friends, but their own veg, fruit and chickens too, on their allotment.
We've got a lovely plum tree there, blackberries, so
Vegetables, chickens.
Yeah, Jen started making jam as well now. So.
You're living the good life.
Yeah, it's great.
When you guys set out on the mission to find a house and settle somewhere, it was about settling, and you in the past you've done loads of travel all over the world. Now I hear your working life is actually making you travel.
Great thing now is that you always look forward to coming home wherever you are. There's never any kind of going home now. It's always nice to come home. We've got somewhere nice to live.
A home you want to come back to is what everyone dreams of, but that's exactly what Jenny and Malcolm nearly missed out on. Looking back on the search and the time that we spent together, you'd actually chosen not to go and view that house from an internet viewing.
Totally.
I wonder if Kirstie and I hadn't been involved, where the search would have gone. Would you have ever gone to see that house?
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Probably not. No.
We may well not even be living in this village if it hadn't been for that. So,
well, I'm very pleased that you are. I'm very pleased to see that everything's worked out with bells and whistles on it. And do you see it as home forever now?
Maybe. We also like new adventures as well. So, 10 years from now, we might suddenly think, well, it's time to go and do something new somewhere else. Don't know.
As you do actually see it as home for at least 10 years?
Yeah,
I think so.
Malcolm would quite like to live on a boat.
I'd quite like to live on a boat one day. Certainly when we retire, I'd like to do the British Isles in a canal boat.
Finding a boat that gives you a hug, that'd be a first. It's great seeing Malcolm and Jenny, as well as Alyssa and Paul, have now really settled into their new lives. I think it's highlighted to me, both of these searches, the fact that there's such a fine line between having realistic expectations and following your dreams. Sometimes, if you keep an open mind, your perfect house might just be right under your nose.